What is going on, everyone? It is your boy Blank Online here today to chat with you guys about some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the game that everyone loves to hate, and Infinity Ward, the development team that everyone once loved and now hates. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is Modern Warfare Season 1 and as well as Modern Warfare Season 2. Now, Modern Warfare Season 1 was slated to be the biggest content drop ever, and it's the biggest free content drop ever, sorry. And it pretty much was. Like, we got 3 new maps. Although the release of all the content was scattered, we did get 3 new maps. We did get new gunfight maps, some new Spec Ops missions, 2 new weapons, and a full-fledged battle pass. So in that sense, we did get a pretty big content drop. So I guess in a sense of just pure content, Season 1 really banged. In terms of everything else, not necessarily. Now what's happening now is that Season 1 is being extended, so instead of finishing on February the 3rd, it's going to be finishing on February the 11th, and as part of this extension, we're getting new items and new in-game challenges. Now, let me tell you guys something. Who wanted some new in-game challenges to get XP to then amount to absolutely nothing at the end of the day? I think we all did. Now, we're getting the new crossbow weapon. Now, the crossbow was a weapon that it was meant to come out ages ago. I remember talking about the crossbow and the Vector. I remember talking about them weapons ages ago. So this must have been something that was maybe meant to be in Season 1, or maybe meant to be before Season 1, or maybe they're just releasing this because they're falling behind on content for Season 2. Like, there's a bunch of different things that this could mean, and we'll get more into more of that stuff later on. But yeah, so we're going to get a new crossbow weapon debuting during this extended period of time. There's no date on when it's going to come, but it's probably going to come before the February 11th, you'd assume. It's going to allow players to unlock it through challenges, so not through the battle pass. So no, they're not going to add some extra tier in the battle pass. They're just going to keep it at what it is and then put the crossbow as something you can unlock through challenges, which is really cool. And I think that unlocking weapons through challenges is something that I guess will be the next step further. Battle Pass is cool. Unlocking it through Battle Pass is fine, although the Battle Pass is based on time played, so in a sense it's not actually fine. I think if Infinity Ward were to do this more and put DLC weapons through challenges rather than putting them into the Battle Pass, and I think that would allow more people to get these new weapons, because you've got to think about it. If it takes 4 games for you to tier up, then you got to tier all the way up to tier 31 in order to get all of the new weapons, that being the Holger 26 and the fucking MTAR weapon. Look, that shows you how much I play Modern Warfare. But if you got to play up to 31 tiers, that's a lot of Call of Duty, and as I've said many times before, not everyone has that time to put into Call of Duty, so putting it through challenges, allowing players to earn it through there, is a good way to do it moving forward, and maybe we'll see this happen more often. As well as the new crossbow weapon, we're also going to see some brand new items going into the store, allowing players to buy it with Call of Duty points. I don't really care. The only one I care about is the Outback item in the store, because all the proceeds from that are going to the Australian bushfire appeal, so that's really good. So if you haven't bought it yet, go buy the bundle, donate to the Australian bushfire appeal. I'm Australian, so this is close to home for me, so go and do that if you haven't done that yet. But yeah, we're gonna need to get some new store items in this little extension here. And I guess the thing is, right, with this announcement that Infinity Ward is extending Season 1, I said it at the start, this could mean a couple of things. It could mean that they're behind on content for Season 2. Now, Season 2 was meant to take place maybe a week after Season 1 was originally going to end, so in effect this extension gives them basically an extra week to work on things for Season 2, and we don't even know when Season 2 is going to come out. Now, Season 2 could start as soon as Season 1's over, it could start a week after Season 1's over, it could start, I don't know, 2 weeks after Season 1's over. I guess we gotta wait and see what happens there. And I guess my fear with all of this, because let's say Season 1 ends on February the 11th, there's nothing else to do, no ranks to come up, no battle pass to come up because it's over, and we just have this weird stagnant period where nothing's going on in the game. We got all the new content, the battle pass is finished, and it's just, and like we can't level up any further. I mean, we can level up further, but we know that the ranks is just going to reset whenever they're going to reset, which I guess demotivates players to play the game, because what's the point in playing the game if it, like, ranking up and as well, if it means nothing at the end of the day. So it's going to be interesting to see how Infinity Ward does this. And if it is because they're behind on content, I guess what have they been doing for the past month or two? Like, ever since season 1 came out, they had Crash ready at least, and they released Shipment and Vacant later on, so those were done, and it seems like it was so soon, like it wasn't even that long ago, but Shipment and Vacant actually came out quite a while ago. So they've had all this time to not just work on getting new store items in the store and doing fixes and putting up boards where players can see what fixes they're doing and all that sort of stuff. I get it, that was the holiday period, but as well as that, the maps that they brought back were all just remastered maps, so necessarily the assets, they already had them, because all the maps they brought back were original Infinity Ward maps. They just added certain spots in the map to accommodate for safe space. So I get it, I'm not a game developer, but I also can see that it shouldn't have been that hard to just get the old maps that you already made, put it into the new game with the new engine, put a couple new spots in it, and let players have that. I guess if they're falling behind on content, then we gotta question what they're actually doing over there at Infinity Ward. Are they just playing around with their fingers up their ass? Are they actually doing something? Like, what's going on here? Like, I guess you can also see this in a positive light as well. With the extension, you can also assume that Season 2 is going to be more refined, more polished, and possibly have even more content than Season 1 had. So, in that sense, it can be a good thing as well. I'm just having a hard time seeing it as a really, really good thing, because the main thing that we gotta have a look that we've got to look at here is that they've extended it for a reason, and that reason, if this Infinity Ward team and their track record has anything, I guess anything to kind of give us clues on, is that they don't know what they're doing, and the things they are doing is not what the community wants them to do. So adding a crossbow and saying, hey, you have some extra days to tier up in the battle pass and level up to max rank, sure, that's cool. Sure, saying we're gonna bring double XP, double weapon XP, double tier progression, all that sort of stuff, sure, that's cool, but we still don't know what's happening when February 11 comes about. We still don't have that roadmap. We still don't know when Season 2 is gonna come out. So really, we're in a weird spot of, at least for myself, sure, I'm going to keep playing just because I want to get to tier 31. I'm not even at tier 31 yet, and that shows you how much I've played this game this season. Season 1's been out since December the 3rd. We're more than a month into Season 1, and I'm not even tier 31 yet, and it's just, it's whatever. But like, by the time Season 1 ends, we're more than 2 months into Season 1. So theoretically, that's given Infinity Ward 2 months to work on Season 2. And if they don't have things ready for Season 2, what's the point? If we don't have a roadmap, and at the end of Season 1 we're just left stagnant and there's nothing to do, there's nothing to rank up, there's no point in doing challenges or anything like that, because the XP that we gain from those challenges is just going to amount to nothing, because we know Season 2 is on the horizon, and we know that our rank's going to reset anyway by the time Season 2 rolls around. Is it a fact that they don't have enough maps? Is it the fact that they don't have enough content to keep up with this, I guess, this idea that every single time we're going to get a season is going to be the biggest free content drop in history, which is not realistic. Like, you can't, I guess you can always keep upping yourself, but at what cost? Like, you'd rather have a lot of quality over a lot of quantity, I guess, is that age-old saying. So yeah, so Season 1 is being extended onto February the 11th, 2020. Season 2 is yet to be announced and yet to be really even discussed, especially with this extension. I guess Infinity Ward wants to have as much time as possible in order to work on Season 2. And again, it could be a good thing, but if the track record of this Infinity Ward team has anything to say for it, then it's not. It's a bad thing rather than a good thing. Will I get the crossbow? Probably. It's in challenges, so I'll do it, or I'll get the fucking crossbow. But will it? I don't know. I see a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that really complaining about the extension. I myself, I'm just like numb to it all. I'm just like, oh, they extended it. Oh, just whatever. They do whatever they want. Whatever. It's Infinity Ward. It's Modern Warfare. We can't expect much. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below. What do you think they extended Season 1 for? Why do you think they extended it to the 11th of February? Will you be trying out the crossbow? All those and more in the comments down below. Click subscribe if you're new here so you don't miss out on my next videos. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.